Hey guys, it's your boy Zach, back with today's video. Now I'm back making videos. I'm not gonna just post live streams every single day. Now it's a new F1 weekend. We've had one weekend off. Absolute pain. Premier League starting up again. About freaking time. Now we're in Australia, baby. The weather's looking nice. We just finished practice 1 and 2. F1 finished their qualifying. Dennis Hauger from Norway finishes 10th, gets to start on top tomorrow. It's gonna be a good weekend, amazing weekend. But the most important thing is to see, will I get my predictions right this time? So first week, because we do points, and you can go check that video. I'm gonna link it at the end. We do points, and I only got 11 in total, which is really low. But following next week, I got 22, and 2 of the spots I got completely right. Now, this weekend, I'm very excited because I think, honestly, to be honest, I think I'll do worse this weekend because seeing practice 1 and 2 and in F2, I think there's a high likelihood there could be a lot of DNFs and a lot of crashes. And potentially the first big crash of the season. Because it doesn't look like these drivers are yet comfortable with this track. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. But without further ado, we're going to go from the bottom, work our way up to the top, and see how it goes. Now, bottom of the barrel. We're going for Mr. America, Logan Sargent. Hasn't performed recently. The Williams doesn't look good enough. It looks surprisingly well in some qualifyings. I think some we've had 2. But it just doesn't have what it needs to like get good enough in an actual race, and it will end up at the back. After him, in the freaking 19th spot, we got, where is my man? Where's my man? I can't see him. There he is. Mr. Piastri. Now, we're going on from 2019 and 18th spot. No surprise here. I got him right last time. And I got him right the time before that again. I seem to be hitting perfectly on this guy, Albon. Boom. Right in. Just, I don't know, man. I don't think the Williams is good enough. And truly, it just, I don't see him doing. I want him to do well because he actually seems so talented, and when he's not in that freaking Red Bull, he seems like he's actually really capable. And I do actually hope that the next years he will push up further up the ranks and getting in a better car. We'll just have to see, but I don't think with the capabilities this car has now, there's not much hope for this man for the time being. 17th spot, no, 18th spot for him. Boom, moving on to 17th. It pains me, but the McLaren is just in a league of its own. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see 19 and 20th going to these guys if no one DNFs. This is going out of, since I started from the bottom and there are no DNFs here, I'm saying that there will be no DNFs. Probably done by me. When you see first practice and second practice, people are struggling out there to learn this track. And especially with the grass on the sides, that will take away your grip like this, like instantaneously. So yeah, giving 17th to Norris. Moving on, 16th. It's a guy that just doesn't seem to be hitting it right for me. I've undervalued this guy again, but you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. 16th for Joe. I gotta see better, man. Bottas just seems to be using that car better. I don't really think he'll be proving anything special for everyone this year. So nah, I'm saying it. He's staying there, looking at totally what the cars are capable to do. That's where I see him. Last guy on the lower rank, 15th place. It's a guy that I actually think will do better than my prediction, but I just don't have any other places to put him so far. 15th for De Vries. This guy is a dark horse. He can turn up. I wouldn't be surprised if he can get points, because we see Tsunoda, he's on the edge of taking points every single week so far. He has 11, gotten 11 back to back. So you know what? We'll just have to wait and see. He's gonna get more comfortable. He probably will get at least another year in that car, unless he does something crazy amazing and starts proving everybody wrong. But yeah, I'm excited to see how he does. I really am. Moving on, 14th spot, Hulkenberg. Boom, where are you? There you are. 14th for Hulkenberg. The Haas actually could capture points. Magnussen got the last point last time, and it's gonna be so tight for these bottom teams to get points this season, because the top spots are pretty much taken all the way down to 9th. and the rest are just so unsure who will get it. So yeah, I'm excited to see the Haas. It's good to see that chasing points. Hulkenberg turning up in the first race, getting qualified to Q3, I think it was. And then we got Magnussen as well, turning up, going into Q3 in the last one. So hey, I've got big hopes for Haas this season, and I really do hope to see them on the rise. And it's surprising to see them doing better with Ferrari engines than the Ferrari. Like, what the hell is going on? No, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. 13th, following it up, his teammate. They're not getting points this week. Putting him there. Boom. Yes, not much to say. Same thing I said about Hulkenberg. Magnussen might as well, like, these seem to be fighting back to back when it comes to getting better spots. I was giving them a lot of shit for not giving Schumacher his seat, but so far we're seeing that they've aged like fine wine, these two drivers, and they definitely deserve to be in the spot they're in. Boom. Next one, Mr. 12. This guy has been 11th in 2 races now, and I'm gonna break the cycle with putting him in 12th. If he wants to hit, hello. There we go. Tsunoda. He's been 11th back-to-back. That made me want to pick it, but when I looked at in total where people could be, I wasn't sure. And I do think, regardless, I will get better points because I think I put people more correctly where they are, unless, God forbid, there's a bunch of crashes, and that just messes up the whole list, because that's what happened last time. So yeah, we're sticking to this. Moving on from Tsunoda, 11th. This is where I think I might have a massive mistake in my list, but I'm not sure. Bottas, he's going in here. He's the guy I think will be 11th. So yeah, I don't know if it's good enough. His races has been so up and down when it comes to what he's able to do. I'm so unsure where to put this guy, but I'm sticking to it. He's staying at 11th. That's just my my personal feeling, so I'm sticking behind it. Going on to 10th, it's Mr. Time Penalty. I think the Alpine will be the bottom point merchant this season. I think the Alpine will be the one to take all the 1-2 points and just staying there. Probably just sneak up and get a few like 8, 7, 6 maybe here and there. But the top 8 spots are so tight right now. There's such a gap for the rest of the drivers to try and get there. So it's gonna be a tough season to salvage points, and the bottom part is gonna be close between those cars, like between AlphaTauri, Haas, and Alfa Romeo. I think it will be close trying to capture points. Maybe mostly between AlphaTauri and Haas, in my opinion. Yes. And then last spot on this list, it's his partner. Where are you? The other French mistake. Mr. Pierre Gasly. Yeah, taking that, I'm not going to say much. He is performing well. He's staying on the top like 10, 9, 8. Proven that he's capable. Yeah, I'm just going to put him there. And I definitely think when it comes to Gasly, I'll get points because he's been consistently staying at this bar. And he's made the right choice, if you ask me. He made the right choice going to that car. And we can clearly see that if it's not going to be an easy season for Piastri. And, you know, some might say he made the wrong choice. But we're never going to hear it from him. Next up on the list, Mr. Sainz. We've heard from Ferrari. The car is struggling. They're losing too much time when it comes to his car. It's not going to be a good season for him, or Ferrari in general. It's not going to be a good season for anybody except Aston Martin and Red Bull, let's be honest. Because we all know what's going to be in 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, come on. So yeah, I'm saying that. He's getting 8th, nothing better. And following up right behind him in 7th, it's his other little Monaco buddy, Charles Leclerc. But yeah, this is where they're saying the Ferrari isn't good enough. They are struggling, and I'll be excited to see if there will be any big changes. Let's all just beg for rain. I checked the weather report, it doesn't look like it, and when there's no rain, usually it's gonna be a boring race. Not boring, but it won't be crazy, you know, Verstappen going out, like sliding out, Perez running off the track, freaking Piastri getting his maiden win, like no one knows what's gonna happen. Then 6th place, Hamilton. Now the Mercedes is not good enough, but it does seem to hold up better in races than the Ferrari, and Hamilton seems to be working really hard to try and get it to work. But it's another tough season for Mercedes, and it's if we look back 3 years, who would have thought we would be here, man? Who would have thought that we were looking at Mercedes? It's like seeing Mike Tyson suddenly becoming a little wimp, like not capable to fight at the top. And it may really, like, these races show us that it's not really about if it's Hamilton being OP or Verstappen or Perez or whoever. Like, if it was Ferrari on top, like, we all would just be bored with no heavy races. And that was why we were so spoiled in 2021, is having every single race close between Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, no one giving up, every single race, just so much excitement. That's what we miss. We need close racing, but hey, it's the name of the game. That's what we're waiting to see. Like, it's not their fault that they made a good car and the other people didn't. So listen, that's the game, and we gotta live with it. Following up after that, I'm going on a ramble. 5th place, Russell. He could potentially go higher than this, but because he seems to be handling that car better than Hamilton, and he might actually fight Stroll when it comes to capabilities to drive that car. So yeah, I've said all I need to say about Mercedes. Russell, we've all seen his capabilities. He's good when it comes to driving a shitbox, as we've heard him being called before. Then 4th place, for fuck's sake, Stroll. Please just have a good race. You've been given the dream opportunity to rise in the ranks. You could, but you're failing. You mess up your wrist before the first race. You have an engine failure. Fair enough, that's not your problem. But like, come on. Everyone that's a Stroll fan has been waiting for this shit for so long. You finally have what you needed. Like, your dad is paid so much for this shit to work, and you still haven't made it. And please just have a good race. For fuck's sake, man, finish it. Then we go on to 3rd place, and I'm saying it's going to Mr. Alonso. You could say he's gonna get 2nd. I'm not gonna say that. I'm sticking behind the usual suspects. If nothing goes wrong in qualifying, this is gonna be the race. I like to do the prediction before qualifying, because if you actually do it after, it's way easier to see who's gonna win, especially now when you know kind of what capabilities the Red Bull has. So if nothing wrong happens like last week in qualifying, like, who do you think? What do you think is gonna happen? Like, the same shit's gonna happen again. Like, it's just part of the process, you know. So yeah, this is my prediction: Max 1st, Perez 2nd, Alonso 3rd. That's the podium. I'm sticking by that. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk again tomorrow after qualifying. Look how it go. I'm probably gonna stream the whole thing, looking at it. That's gonna be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and peace.